Good morning, viewers. You are watching us live from our main studios here at Sukuta with me, Pa Osman Fall. Welcome to the Jungle Morning program brought to you by Jungle Entertainment Universe, and this is the radio podcast. Today's guest is Mr. Honorable Ture. I call him fondly Mr. Buba Ture from Sukuta. He will soon introduce himself, and today's topic is disunity within our families, which have been a major issue as long as the Gambia is concerned. I can even say Africa at large. But anyway, we will definitely talk about it more as give the platform to Bubatula to introduce himself, and then we will now have the discussion in proper. If you also want to be part of the program, you know what to do. As I always say, just type Jungle Entertainment Universe and kindly follow us on all the social media platforms. We are on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Sponsors are also invited to support this worthwhile cause as we bring youth, adults, and even old people just to discuss social pressing issues that we believe are burning issues that we believe that maybe talking about them can also play an essential role. You are welcome, Mr. Ture.
Thank you very much, Pausman. It is a pleasure to be here this morning.
Thank you very much. Can you kindly introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your educational background?
Okay. My name is Buba Ture. I live in Sukuta. I attended Bakote Lower Basic School. I did some part of my education in Bakote. From there, we moved to Sukuta. And then I completed my lower basic school in Sukuta. Then from there, I proceed to Sukuta Upper Basic School. From there, I proceed to Dedijo Comprehensive School in Carnifi. Upon completion of my high school, I went to Stratford College, where I read international relations and politics.
Mashallah.
I completed Stratford, my college degree program last year, 2022.
Mashallah, that's really wonderful. That's really wonderful. It is really an interesting, studies, pedigree. We are delighted and congratulations as well. Today's topic is disunity within our families. It have been a burning issue in the Gambia. And that's why today we said we deemed it necessary to discuss this. As young people, we've seen a whole lot of things that destabilizes our homes. When we mention disunity within our homes, what comes to your mind, Honorable?
It's a very important topic, disunity. When we talk about disunity, it's when there is lack of harmony, cooperation, agreement among households or communities. There are a lot of factors that can lead to disunity among family and households, communities. These factors can be conflicts, misunderstandings, lack of communications, and differences in our cultural backgrounds.
Absolutely. Interesting. Another important point also is, what are the primary factors that usually cause disunity as long as our families are concerned?
As I just mentioned, there are factors that lead to disunity among our families and in our communities, in our societies, first of all, is conflict, number one, conflict. Misunderstandings, differences in our opinions sometimes, and different cultural backgrounds, and lack of communication. These are the factors that cause disunity in our families, societies, and communities.
Important, very, very important and interesting as well. We've seen, our homes, sometimes, majorly, the one that people blame outside and the one that is causing these problems sometimes is always the opposite. For example, I have seen a scenario whereby for example, let me take example from myself. I want to marry somebody who is not a Fula, or somebody who is not a Nar, because I am a Nar by tribe. Somebody who is not a Nar, I said I want to go and marry somebody who is a Syrian or a Mandinka. I have seen a scenario like this, where the boy went to his mom and told the mother that I want to marry this girl. And the mom asked, what is the last name of the girl? And the boy was, I think, something, is it Sarfai? I don't know, but he was a Syrian surname. The mom was like, no, we are noble people. We don't get in touch with tribes like this. And the boy was like, whether you are noble or not, I am going to marry this girl. Whether you support me or not, because you've been here. The girl was very supportive. She was not only supporting me, but she was supporting the entire family, because the family is not financially strong. They don't have the financial muscle to do certain things. So, but I mean, the girl was being extremely supportive, and the girl even used to help the mother. But when the time comes where the boy now want to do something that is very, very important, the mom was like, no, we are noble people. I mean, the time you were, receiving help from the girl, by then there was nothing like being noble or not being noble. But when it is time for the lady to be part of the family, you believe that you are better than that person. And then the boy went to an extent that he was like, if the mom supports him, he will marry the girl. If the mom refuses to support him, he will still marry the girl. So he went along and married the girl. So the girl came. According to the girl, after the marriage, the first statement her in-law said to her was, I am going to make your life a living hell.
Sure.
You see how dangerous some in-laws can be. And then she made the girl, she tarnished the girl's reputation to an extent that, by then the family was a very happy family. They joke, they laugh, they do everything. But since the girl came, the mother herself, hold herself and try to convince her other children that the girl is not good. The girl is the one responsible for all the predicaments that are happening in the family. So people outside also have started developing the same notion, believing that the girl is always at fault. I mean, these are some of, I can say this is the contributing factor that is leading to most of this disunity among families. So what do you have to say to an in-law like this?
This is a very unfortunate incident. I think people like mother-in-laws and father-in-laws, they have to embrace diversity. You see, God created us as human beings.
Yeah.
Okay? We are all human beings. I don't see any reason why that the girl or the daughter-in-law should be treated that way. Yeah, it's very, very wrong. Yeah. What the advice that I have for the mother-in-law or mothers-in-laws, is like, we have to embrace diversity. We might not be from the same social class, and sometimes the social class, I don't think they should be giving that too much consideration when we are looking into spouses.
Absolutely.
As far as you are a Muslim and they are a Muslim, like, if you want to marry into another tribe, like, just look at, there are conditions, even in Islam, laid down conditions that you must look at first when you want to marry. Look into those things, and you try and then
exactly
get married.
Exactly.
Done. If not, like, you will be creating a disunity, because if your child want to marry the girl he loved and you refuse,
that's it.
Like, he is not he that will disturb your child.
Yeah, absolutely.
To an extent that, like, he might not even want to get married again.
Yeah. Honestly.
So we have to be, parents have to be very careful. These are the things that lead to disunity. We might be from the same cultural background, but I don't see that because we are from the noble class, you're from the Nyamalo or whatsoever griots class, so we don't have to get married. No, I don't think that is even correct or is even appropriate.
Absolutely. And then, I mean, Honorable, even some of these Islamic laid down policies, as long as marriage is concerned, I mean, if you take a look at it holistically, it suits everyone. As long as you are a Muslim and you are in your right senses, I mean, you are qualified. But nowadays, I mean, the criteria, not just we look for, but the criteria the society inculcate in us, and especially parents. I mean, that is why most of our brothers and sisters, our sisters are getting pregnant, our brothers are impregnating our sisters because they don't have someone to mediate or to facilitate them getting married. Because I always say, as long as there is no rape, you cannot have an intercourse with someone who does not love you, honestly. But I mean, there was love, but they don't know the right person, or they don't have the right support in order to make sure that love is built up to an extent that they will have everything halal. It's not about the money. It's not about being fame. It's not about where he or she came from. It's about some of the things that God said. This is what it's. This is the rules and regulations. If you are a Muslim, you are somebody who is very considerate, and you can, you are eligible to have a wife. I mean, who are you to say no? To say no, you are noble. I mean, you that is noble, and the person you are saying that is not noble were created by. That is even an insult to God's personality.
Yeah, you are all created by God.
That's it.
God. So I don't see why people should look into those things.
I'm telling you.
It is.
I'm telling you.
Very, very unfortunate.
We are all sons and daughters of Adam. So at the end of the day, where is this noble and low class thing came about? So it's definitely sad. It's definitely sad. I think people should be, especially parents, should be very careful of some of these decisions they take. And in another point as well, we've also seen a mother-in-law that is really, really good, and a mother-in-law that has always been very happy with her children. But sometimes also our sisters can also be a problem. Some sisters can go to a family where they were all together, they do everything together, they were like one. Okay, now you are given the opportunity to be part of that family. You start telling your husband this, going to your mother-in-law and telling her this, your husband's brother or sisters, you start telling them words that they will start developing grudges towards each other. Something that you did not find there. You came and started destabilizing everything. There are sisters also who are doing the same thing.
It's happening. Yes.
Exactly, because you cannot go to a family whereby, because if your wife said she loves you, it's obvious that she's going to love your family.
Yeah.
You cannot love a tree and you don't like the fruit. It does not make sense logically.
I think that is also a problem.
Yeah.
You will look at you will see daughter-in-laws they will go to they will go to their husband's compound or they will go to their family, and if you don't want to respect your mother-in-law, there is no way that you will have peace in that compound.
Exactly.
Because your husband will not tolerate it, and then his brothers or sisters too, they will not tolerate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I think the important thing is, if you go to a family, you have to try by all means and respect everyone. Like no matter how much you have, no matter how differences you have. Yeah. You should try and respect everyone, irrespective of difference, and
that's it. That's it.
It is the only way that you can have peace. Yeah. You can live there peacefully.
Honestly, I always say this, like, it's totally understandable that there is a meeting point. Yeah. Although we might come from different places, different backgrounds, different families. That is why we said unity in diversity. But there is something that unites us, which is stronger than what divides us.
Exactly.
Exactly. If people think like this, most of these things that are causing, family, problems and disunities will not even be given the room, talk less of accommodating it. But we must, try to make sure that we put a stop to all this, because most of the problems we are faced with don't just, emerge from the streets, but from our noble homes. So we have to definitely make sure that we put a stop to all this. It's really, really, it's something that is really disturbing a whole lot of homes.
Yeah.
Like what you've mentioned, the moment you are called family, it means there is a strong bond. Everybody is another person's responsibility.
Sure.
Yeah, well, as long as we are brothers, I am your responsibility and you are my responsibility. But we have observed now Gambia that is not the case. You will see even a brother. Even in there is a word in Wolof, they said Samba Alar. Somebody who is very good outside, but inside they are very bad. Imagine I am a Gambian, you are a Gambian. Perhaps maybe I am a Mandinka and you are a Fula. You see, but they said I cannot marry a Fula because I am a Mandinka. I cannot marry a Mandinka because I am a Fula. You see a white man who came all the way from Europe and come and marry a daughter. You don't even know the person's tribe, do you? You don't. Logically, it does not make sense.
Yeah.
This is something that,
Absolutely.
this is something that I cannot understand. There is no parent who will say and said, my son or my daughter will not get married to a European or an American. And you definitely don't know their tribe. Europe don't even have tribes.
I think we have set, parents have set the stage high to an extent that marriage is becoming something very expensive.
Absolutely.
Youths nowadays, if you tell them to get married, they will say, "Oh, I have to go and I have to be rich first
Exactly.
to get married," because they have set this stage so high that if you don't have money, sometimes you may not have the person, you may not marry the person that you love.
That's
You
it.
will see someone from let me say some other part of Africa who will come here. As far as the person is financially able, you will see they will give their daughters to the person and they will not even be he's not from us, So I think these monetary issues, people are so materialistic minded that
That's it.
we don't value some of these things.
Obviously.
And that is creating a lot of disunity among households, in our communities, in our society.
Absolutely.
That.
Absolutely. It has becoming a major issue. It has becoming a major issue. Because, okay, and then sometimes I said, especially Gambians, they don't believe in transformation. They don't believe in trajectory. Because okay, I might not be that rich as of now, but I am asking for your daughter's hand in marriage. That does not mean I will stay as I am for the rest of my life. You never know. Things change.
And there is a saying that no condition is permanent.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You don't know what the future holds for someone.
That's it.
Things can change along the line.
Absolutely. That's it. But like you've mentioned, people are becoming materialistic minded to an extent that if you are not rich, is something else. I remember that there was a time one of my elder brothers, we were having this conversation, because I always disturb him. I will be like, you know what, it's time, go and get married. You are growing now. Do you want me to get married before you? And you are older than me. He will be like, no, he'll be like, if you get married, every day, if you are to give out fish money, $200, 365 days, it is almost $72,000. You see the mentality. And he'll be like, if I am to go and ask for the person I am in love with, hands in marriage, who knows, they might charge me a cow, say that the bride price might be nothing less than 15,000.
That's why I said they have set this stage so high that people are youths are afraid to go into marriage. What they tell you is if I am not financially able, I'm not going to get married.
Honestly.
That is creating a lot of things like you made mention of.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
We've seen a lot of our sisters who getting pregnant before marriage, and that one too is a problem.
That's
because
it.
when you have like parents, sometimes they don't take that lightly. When their daughter got pregnant, get pregnant, what they do is like sometimes it will create a problem between families. You will be like you will see scenarios whereby they will even go to the extent of going to the police station.
Yeah, honestly.
To say like, okay,
Honestly.
He impregnated my child.
Yeah.
He should marry my child by force. Now if the man doesn't want to marry your daughter, and then
it becomes a problem.
It becomes a problem.
It becomes
That's why
problem.
we're having a lot of these problems in our society. Honestly. So I think we have to, parents, they should set this age low.
Honestly.
Make things easy so that a lot of youths can get married.
And if you know that your daughter or your son is at that stage where he or she should get married, if you see him or her associating with men or associating with ladies, I mean, try to develop that relationship with your children, whether it's your daughter or your son. Yes, talk to them, engage them. If they are interested in a particular girl or they are interested in a particular man, make sure that you create that stage whereby if they truly love each other, let them start their life together.
Make things easy
for them. This is what parents are for. They are there to facilitate certain things, but not making it difficult. Setting a trend that you, the parent, when you were getting married, nobody set that stage for you.
Absolutely.
That I mean, is something else. And then there's something, this word that I don't like. People saying, especially in the Gambia, takijaka. Like they said, oh no, I'm not doing anything. Takijaka la rek. Even if you were doing something, it's still takijaka. Can you? I mean, when you are getting married, you must go to the mosque. I mean, that is where the most important part is.
Just like I said, they have said this. They show
I'm telling you.
Things, everything becomes.
I'm telling you. To an extent that when you are getting married and you are not having, I mean, that much money, you instead of you tell people that yes, I am getting married, but I am just doing a little get together. No, they will be like takijaka like that. As if takijaka. Even if you have millions, you will still go to the mosque. So these are certain things that, I mean, even if you want to stay here and talk about this, we can spend the whole day. But it's something else. And another thing, Honorable, do you think most of this family disunity is based on lack of leadership in our compounds?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, you see, leadership is very, very important. And it plays a very crucial role in maintaining unity and order in our homes and in our communities. You see, a community without leader, a nation without leader, or let's say a country without a leader, you see, there will always be problems. There will always be disunity, disharmony, you name them. Because leadership, as I said, like it plays a very crucial role. You see, a compound, let us take a compound for example. A compound without a leader, you see, everyone will do whatever they like. And they will violate each other's right. And if that happens, there will be disunity. So leadership is very important. That's why in every society there should be a leader. In every community there should be a leader. And in every compound you see there should be a leader. Who will be who will steer the affairs of the compound, or the community or the country.
And make sure all the rules are being adhered to.
This is very important. It's very leadership. It plays a very crucial role.
Indeed, it does. Just to remind viewers that it's your Jungle Morning Show with me, Pa Osman Fall, and as you can see, my guest today is Mr. Buba Ture from Sukuta. a very knowledgeable young man. Yeah, he is, I mean, sharing a lot of wisdom, as we can see. As I always say, he is a young man, a man of timber, a man of caliber. I mean, I believe we are all enjoying the program and we are learning a lot from him. And today's topic is this unity within our families, which have been a burning issue. Like I always say, if you also want to be part of the program, you know what to do. Type Jungle Entertainment Universe. We are on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Honorable, another important point as well. We've seen in many compounds, one of the factors also that trigger disunity is, like for example, if we are related, for example, you are my elder brother, I am the younger one. I am privileged to travel to Europe and I am making ends meet there. And you know, Europe, even if you have a similar job here, if you are paid $2,000 and I am paid $2,000, dollars there, if I am to send just $1,000 here, it becomes something big. We've seen at homes, whenever somebody travel, even if it usually happens to the younger ones, the younger ones are, majority of them usually travel, and the older one will be here to struggle. Even if the older one was the one who owned the opportunity, he prefer, you know, continuing the struggle here and allow the young one to go. But you will see the respect of the family, majority of this family, their respect for the elderly one will start decreasing, and the respect that is decreasing from the elderly will be transferred to the younger one, because he is there and he is pumping money here. I mean, I've seen parents who don't respect their eldest son. Not all of them, but majority of them. You see, I've seen parents who give more respect to the younger one than the elderly one. Yes, I am not disputing the fact that there are certain elders that don't deserve to be respected because they are not fulfilling their duties, not financially, but even if you are not financing anything in the compound, but there are certain positions and certain responsibilities that you need to do in order to show people that this is your position and you are doing it. People know that even if you were financially strong, you will even do more. But in most cases, in the Gambia here, particularly, if a young one travel among that family, if he is the only one in Europe, even when there is a decision that should be made, he is the youngest. What he said is what is going to stand. I mean, don't you think this also plays an important role in disuniting families?
Yeah, it is also a factor that is creating a lot of disunity in our homes. You see, parents, they have a very important role to play in addressing disunity in our homes. You see. God created us, like we are not equal. This particular, like your sons, this one might be rich, you know, he might be educated, you know. This one will be there, maybe like he hasn't got that, he did not get that privilege to maybe to go to school or to be working or to be financially able. But you should not, the moment you start to treat them differently, it will create this problem. It will create animosity. That is the time where envy will come. You see, they will be fighting, you know. And you, the parent, you will be the one who will be the cause. You will be the cause. Right?
Absolutely.
Because you don't treat them equal. And when there is family problem, sometimes it is very difficult to address.
Absolutely.
It is very, especially in cases like this, it is very difficult. You might say like it might even lead to divisions. That will even like it will even go for generations. Because, if I am your brother, your younger brother, and you are the elder, like we have a problem. Okay, I said okay, I'm going on my own. You said okay, I don't care.
Division,
So even I have sons and daughters, you have sons and daughters, those people, they will not know each other. And sometimes we might even involve them in the problem. That, so it keeps on going. It creates a lot of, it creates a lot of disharmony, disunity in our families.
Because it will even, appear that if both of them, both their children were to grow, their grandmother will definitely repeat the same thing. Because She is going to show them that, I mean, your father is the superior here. So you see, and then kids might not be able to digest that.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
They cannot take
I mean,
that.
they will ask themselves, okay, if this old lady gave birth to both my father and my cousin's father, why this, why this overrating of my cousin's father and not my dad? You know what, you see? So they have now started developing this notion that, okay, even my grandma believed that their dad is better than my dad. You see, now children will now start getting involved and the division continues.
Yeah, it will continue.
I mean, these are something that is...
I think parents need to be very careful. You see, God created us. We are not equal. We have to embrace that. Okay, if they are all your sons, like treat them equally. Sorry, younger one that he's your elder brother. You have to respect him. No matter how rich you are, you have to respect him. He's your brother. Yeah, there is what Mandinka say. Ikasiano ibamazi. Ikasiano ifamali. But ikotoma ibukasiano. And that is very true. There is no way you can be older than your elder brother.
That is really true, Honorable. That is really true. And it's normal to have a favorite child among your children. But you don't have to show it to them. Always, equalize them. Always, manifest in front of them. You are all equal. But you can have your favorite child. That is normal. You see, but if you are always manifesting in front of them that he or she is my favorite child, the rest, everything you do, anything you do, it's up to you. I mean, you have started developing something that will affect you generationally. Because you don't know, like you said, people are different. Because you can give birth to a child that is very strong-hearted. Whatever you say today, he or she will keep it in his or her heart. So it's going to be a very, very, very big problem. Tomorrow, even in your absence, the same thing will keep on remaining. There are certain people, they find it difficult to forget. But to forgive and forget. That's why the comment that you even give as a parent should be looked into before you definitely release them.
We should definitely.
Exactly.
We should mind our utterances sometimes. It's very important. You see, that's why they said, kumu jibondi. Niabong abuka koku. Niabong abuka kono.
Absolutely.
If you utter a word, before you utter a word, you have to be very careful.
That's it.
Because once it is uttered, I mean, you cannot retrieve it back.
I'm telling you. Even in journalism, they say the magic bullet theory. Whenever it is out, it's something else.
You can't.
You cannot retrieve it. I mean, that's why people should be very careful.
Parents should be very careful. They are the guardians. They are the elders.
Absolutely.
They play the leadership role in our homes. So they have to be very careful and then treat everyone equally, respect differences, and then encourage open communication. And sometimes they should not be complacent. In a sense that, like, you will see some of these underlying issues, like the underlying causes of disunity. It is very important to look at them and address them step by step. It is true that, like, you will be able to have a cohesive and harmonious environment. But if you sit and you wait until the damage is done, I mean, it will be very difficult to correct it.
Absolutely.
It will be very, very difficult.
Absolutely.
So we have to look at the underlying causes. Parents have to look at the underlying causes. Look at them and take steps to address them.
Absolutely.
So that we will be in a very harmonious
society.
environment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the earlier you notice the problem, the earlier you tackle the problem, the better for you and the entire family.
Exactly. Even our communities, the same thing. The same thing.
Absolutely. And Honorable, another important thing, what do you think are the possible mechanisms to use in order to make sure that we eradicate or control this unity among our family members and within our families. Do you think we should start initiating more dialogues?
Yeah.
Do you think we should start developing more relationships? What are some of these, possible mechanisms that you believe can be put in place in order to make sure that we facilitate the absolute eradication of disunity?
Okay. One is encourage open communication. You see, communication is very, very important. It's very, very key in any relationship, be it family, friendship, or you name them. It's very, very important. Okay, allow every individual to communicate, because it is true that like you will be able to have a better understanding. You will be able to live in harmony and unity. But if you don't give people the room, or if you don't create the avenue for them to communicate, it becomes a problem.
Absolutely.
It becomes a big, big problem, because they will feel like, okay, they're not valued or they're not important. So that also, I think that should be encouraged, open communication. If you are in a family, allow everyone to communicate their problem. Yeah, it's very, very important.
Absolutely.
And the second one too is to foster understanding and responsibility.
Yeah.
Here, I think it is very, very important. You see, understanding also is very, very key in addressing some of these issues.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We might be in the same family. Okay. We might have different problems. Okay. But it's very, very important to have that understanding and respect differences. Respect opinions. You see, they're very important. If you respect my opinion, no matter how little I am, I will also feel like I'm important.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And sometimes this we tend to neglect some of these things in our families, like respect in opinions.
Yeah.
You might see an elder or a parent who want to make a decision, and this decision, it will either directly or indirectly affect one of the child or one of the daughters or one of the sons. As a parent, what you should do is, when you want to make a decision, call everyone to come on board, seek each and everyone's opinion, and then it is true that you will have the understanding. You will know, okay, if I make this decision, whether you see, in every decision that you make, there are consequences. Yeah. So you have to try and seek everyone's opinion, respect everyone's opinion. It is also a way that we can. It is also a way to address disunity and misunderstandings.
Absolutely.
The third one is identify and address the underlying causes, as I mentioned earlier. It's very, very important also. As I said, as you said, the earlier you address, the better for you.
For you and the family, absolutely.
So sometimes you will see the causes that are the causes of disunity. So as parents or as elders or as leaders, community leaders, what you should do is to underline these causes. Look at ways how to address them. If you do that, you're going to have unity
in your homes. And we pray that all homes have,
and also
unity.
The fourth one is encouraging cooperation. It's very, very important. Allowing individuals to come together and work as team. It's also a way of addressing disunity. For example, if there is a problem in a particular community, elders can sit and say, okay, let us organize one big program and invite everyone to come. You see, it is through such kind of program that people will forget their differences, put aside all their differences, and come together. So it's also a way of bringing unity
and harmony. Absolutely.
So the last but not the least is leading by example. you know, we made mention of leadership here, the role it plays in addressing disunity here. As a leader, you have to lead by example. Because there are a lot of people who look up to you. So you have to lead by example, you know, so respect respect the differences of people. If you see that, if you are setting those examples, there is high possibility that your followers will also follow the path that you are trending. So I think it's also very important thing, and it is also a way that we can address this unity and harmony.
Absolutely. Honestly, that is really important, Honorable. We've learned a lot from you today, and then to be honest, one of the things that you've keep on mentioning, I think it's really good, which is respecting differences. Within family, all the family members should be their own anthropologists. Respect differences. People will definitely have different opinions. Sometimes even a child have a different opinion from that of his or her parents. So I mean, let's respect other people's opinion. Everybody is entitled to your opinion. It's not wrong to talk about the opinion, the chances, the advantages and the disadvantages. That is what brought about the dialogues and so other stuff. Because as a family, most of the successful families in the world, it's not like they don't have problems. They have problems, but it is how quick they resolve their problems. So and then you can the only way you can do this is to be an anthropologist. Because if I feel that my decisions are not being respected, my opinions are not being respected, definitely, even if yours are more beneficiary to the family, I will say no to it. Because I mean, I have not been shown that respect that I deserve. Having the wrong opinion does not mean that you should not be respected. I mean, Honorable, thank you very much. We've definitely learned a lot. Thanks for coming despite your busy schedule, and thanks for granting Jungle Radio podcast this amazing interview.
You're always welcome.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. And my doors are always open.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I would like to feature on one of the programs again.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much too, Baos.
We will definitely give
I
you.
really enjoyed it so, and I think viewers will
enjoy it too.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot. Well, viewers, this was what we have for you today, and it's your show, the Jungle Morning. Just to tell you that if you have said anything that is beneficiary to you, that is watching us out there, that is from God. If you have said anything that is wrong or anything that you feel that we shouldn't have said, we apologize. Know that no one is perfect. This is your show, the Jungle Morning, with me, Pa Ousmane Fall, and today's guest was Buba Toure. I believe we've really enjoyed the program. The interviewer, learned a lot, and then he is, like I said initially, he is a man of wisdom. Thank you very much. Don't forget also to follow us on all the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Till we come your way tomorrow, inshallah. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.